able to do out there?
It was fun. It was cool, just feeding off the energy of my teammates, knowing that they're bringing their all, so I got to bring my all and just do what I can in the moment and just, execute.
Grown man touchdown run to put tonight's game away. Can we talk about that play a little?
Offensive line did their job, tight ends did their job, just blocking and creating the hole, and just did the rest, kind of coach to get to the spot, and then second level be you, do what you do, what got you to this point. So.
Where do you get your power running style from? You have such a unique approach to it all.
It's just me naturally being a bigger back, kind of wanting to run with a relentless mentality. Nobody, first person especially, don't want to bring you down. It's kind of how I think about it. So just run with a relentless mentality.
You guys had a few weeks kind of in the earlier part of the season where running game was kind of slower and, didn't rack up as many yards. Part of that's because Cam Ward was throwing for about 400 yards a game. But you guys, were not producing quite as much today, over 200 yards rushing. Just maybe what have you guys worked on over the last few weeks that helped improve the rushing game?
It's kind of just, with the game, how the game plans out, everybody want to, stop the run, force Cam to throw the ball. I don't know why you would want to do that, leave one-on-one covers with our receivers. But, just kind of how the game plays out, going into the week, we just, we have our game plan and we just want to execute every time we can, going against the defense. It's not nothing we don't, going against our defense, sorry, let me rephrase that. Going against our defense, feel like we go against the best every day, so it's not, when we come out here, nothing surprises us or anything like that. So just continue to play and want to know every play.
And in a game like today where it's kind of a shootout style game, back and forth like that, how do you guys on offense not try to do too much and just say I don't need to rush for 25 yards every down, I can rush for 5, I'm just got to keep things moving. How do you guys stay kind of within yourself instead of trying too hard?
Kind of say as a team, want-to-know mentality with everything we do, every play, every job assignment you have, everybody does their job and executes, then it's going to play out how it needs to play out, who deserves more, who's working hard, who wants it more. So,
Being a veteran leader and a very talented young running back room, what does it mean to you to be able to see all these guys eat throughout the beginning part of the season?
We running back room kind of said this all season long. We feed off each other's energy big, so one person makes a play, we all want to make a play. We obviously, just one running back gonna be in a game at a time unless we go two back personnel. But we just feed off each other's energy, wanting to make an impact in the game when either one of us is in, and just hyping them up, making sure they do their job and execute so we can win.
Especially in the beginning part of the game, Mark Fletcher was really pounding the rock. What has the relationship with you guys been like?
It's been great. Mark's one of my closest friends on the team. Everybody's close on the team, but being in the same position group, you want to just be close with that person. There's no reason to turn anybody down, tear anybody down. We just feed off each other's energy and just keep it up. Like I said, we can go out here and do what we did today, feeding off each other's energy. Adding A.J. Allen in, coming in second half. Doing what he did. We all want to have an impact on the game and just make sure when we do get in the game, the other guy does the job.
Let's do more for Damien.
Speaking of A.J. Allen, how have you seen him throughout the season? He's only gotten on the field sparingly. To see him come in at the end, get some big runs, score a very important touchdown at the end. What do you think that means for him?
For him, feels good. He wants to get on the field, make an impact. Like you said, limited chances he had, but like I said, when he goes in, we were all happy for him. Making sure he was going to do his job and just make a play. We know he can make a play. Everybody in the room can make a play. So, just whenever he was on the field, we just happy for him. Wanted him to do his thing, and he did his thing.
Why do you think things clicked for you today in particular? Did you do anything during the bye, change your approach, or?
No, just like you said, we had that player-led meeting, just our own meeting. We kind of just, know we had to take another step. We haven't played our best ball at all this whole season. Just wanting to do that each and every opportunity we get. So I just feel like, we came out after bye week with the same mentality, want to know and just wanting to do that.
But for you personally, did you change anything about your approach, or?
No, sir.
Okay.
You're having?
I'm just so focused and thankful that, God gives us an opportunity to go out here every single week and get it done. He allows us to have an amazing opportunity on Green Tree on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I feel like that's where we win games at, So, again, week in and week out, I'm just super excited that we have a team that cares about each other, that loves each other. and is willing to put in the work for each other.
I want to follow up with that. After today's impressive performance, second all-time in Miami career receptions, third all-time in receiving yards. Hearing that for the first time, what does that mean to you?
It for sure lights a spark in me, it means everything, to represent this university. And the guys that, I'm at the top of the list with are self-explained, they don't need no introduction, they're who they are. And I have a really good relationship with a lot of them, so again, I'm just super grateful to have a team like this, because without this team, without the O-line, without Cam, without the other receivers, and without our running backs, I'm nothing, so yeah.
Obviously, you guys would, I'm sure, like to win every game, by 30 points. But being in these close games, coming back twice, holding off to come back today, how much does that help you guys, both, just kind of grow and help you guys, grow together, I guess?
No doubt. We're going through war with each other, every single Saturday. So I feel like that has a lot to do with our team culture. That we're willing to play till the last whistle, and leave no mistake. These teams are really good. They're reverse. It's conference play. Anything can happen. So again, we're just trying to go in every single week, work super hard, and get a W on Saturday.
And not asking you to say anything bad about the teams you've been on in the past, but it seems like this team has a certain all the cliches can be true. You guys do battle to the end. You are resilient. How different is that from prior teams that you've played on?
For sure, that's just a resemblance of the team culture we have. We are so selfless right now, and I feel like that's why we're playing so well. Again, we haven't played our best game yet. We're working towards that, getting closer and closer each and every single week. But again, these guys on our team are great. Really resilient, and we all love each other.
On that, Sam Brown finally have a game that he's probably been hoping at for a while. You mentioned the resiliency. How do you see him sort of biding his time and sort of when things weren't going the way you wanted, seeing him, how he handled it, and then see him have a game like he did today? For sure. He's a great teammate. Obviously, things are always not going to be, butterflies and rainbows, so, to see the fight in that guy, to see that guy, finally get, what he deserves is just amazing. I'm super happy for Sam. Me and him have a really, really good relationship, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I love that dude. He brings it every single week, and really experienced, played a lot of football, and again, just so much love for that guy, and he cares truly about this team.
You talked about the good relationship you have with some of those great receivers that come through here that you're now being kind of compared with. I'm curious, as you talk to them, do you get a vibe like this team can be like some of those teams, that it has the same sort of special ingredients to get to where those guys were able to get Miami to in the past?
Yes, sir, no doubt. I actually talked to Reggie Wayne, before pregame. Lamar Thomas is always around, and everybody loves Mike, So I always talk to those guys, and those guys are all saying, they wish they could be in our shoes, the team that we have. So that really means a lot coming from those guys, that have done so much in this game of football. So again, I have unlimited respect for those guys, and anytime I can get a word with those guys, it's just amazing, and I really pay attention.
I don't want to focus too hard on next week, but being from Broward County, how big that this rivalry game is. As a senior leader, and this being your last go against Florida State, what's the message going to be going this week? Just practice super hard, leave no doubt out there. We're versing a really good football team. The FSU has a lot of good football players on their team. Haven't executed the way they wanted to this year, but they're still a really, really talented football team, and we're going to have to, respect them and bring our full forth effort on Green Tree these next couple of days, and should be a really, really good game.
X, I want to follow up after the player-led meeting. What was said in the meeting? Did you guys feel like you met that expectation in this game?
No doubt. In the past, we haven't been successful all bye weeks. So big emphasis this week was practice super, super hard. I'm not going to say everything that was said in there because I'm going to leave that to us. But I'll say the biggest emphasis was, practice as hard as you could. Practicing hard is the recipe to success.
You had to feel good about today.
Most definitely. Football is patience and life is patience. So you can't really, dwell on the times that it's not going your way. It's just about pushing the next, saying just being one of my next rep.
How much do you guys on the offense kind of enjoy a game like today where it's like you got to score on every possession? Like, how does that affect your energy and attitude?
It's not necessarily like that's our goal. Like, you feel me? It's not necessarily like, oh, we reaching it. Like, that's the standard. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just meeting our standard every day. You feel me? That's all it is. Just trying to keep the main thing. We got to score every drive, be the best offense, play by play, possession by possession, game by game.
Sam, on your touchdown, you just take us through how were you able to get as wide open as you were?
You want the whole scheme?
Whatever you want,
it's pretty much just a a little vertical concept that's pretty. It was different than we didn't showcase it in previous games. It was a new look, but it's pretty much getting to the same spots. So we just didn't put it on tape yet.
In retrospect, do you feel like the bye week was valuable for you in terms of like settling down and kind of letting things come to you?
You can say that. I mean, I feel like I just be taking play-by-play every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, every game is not going to be my game, but I can impact the game in some way, form by blocking, standing plays, you know what I'm saying? Just being available for the quarterback when he need me. Is just, it finally just came together for me as a complete game.
Having the four of you guys, it's like the starting receivers, you, X, Jacoby, and Isaiah kind of feed off each other. You all had a touchdown today. How do you guys kind of mesh together as a unit?
It was a three-headed monster, but we created something different, a four-headed monster. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just go back to the me finally having a good breakout game, as you guys may say, but game by game, you never know who can, you know what I'm saying, who can show up and be that guy for the team and be a difference maker for the team. So it was just, you know what I'm saying, like, we all keep that same standard and, like, same mojo, like, anybody, it could be anybody game. And even when people, like, in the receiver room, like, people see, like, we not really getting the urgency to, you know what I'm saying, like, this, the body language, we do a good job of picking everybody up.
And how much, kind of follow up on that, just like, do you see opposing defenses start, like, kind of getting frustrated because all of you guys can make plays?
Most definitely. Like, it's pretty much, it's difficult on the back end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go certain coverages to try to slow down X, but then, okay, now the outside guy gonna come up, and it's like, we all present a little bit of different stuff, but we all present explosive plays in some way, form, in football.
How much fun has it been having Cam as your quarterback? And what, of all the traits ahead, what stands out most to you about the way that he's been able to operate these first 7 games?
His leadership on and off the field, just how he conducts himself, and just how he brings the offense in. Like, you say, like, today, for instance, we go up by 7 before half. We like, oh yeah. He just said to everybody, he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to dot him up. And for a receiver, like, that's usual to our ear. So, you know what I'm saying, like, that's pretty much what our offense is. It's just window shopping, like. Because if you go man, it's pretty much gonna be a long game for you. So if you go zone, it's just window shopping.
Being a younger receiver, what does it mean to you to be able to have a guy like Michael Irvin on the sidelines just pouring into you every game?
His energy is amazing. I've been to like a couple schools like West Virginia and Houston, but the alumni wasn't really impactful like how Michael Irvin, Santana, Reggie, how all of them like try to, just they face being seen around the facility is amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a legacy that they come back to. Like, that's just what we trying to get to in our receiver room.
You guys went for it on fourth down from like your own 20. Like, that's, I assume that is something you love, that level of aggressiveness.
Yeah, it's football. Yeah, especially with our offense, like, you stop us 4 plays in a row. Kudos to you, but I don't. It's once we start throwing out the personnel, it's just like, oh my god, and then we tempo with all tight ends. It's like, oh my god, and tight ends on the roster like receivers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's it's hard to stop.
Sam, what is it like to play in a track meet type game like this, where it just seems like whoever has the ball is going to score? What's that like, and does that put more pressure on you guys, knowing that you might have to answer for what Louisville did next?
I feel like that's what can be weight on your shoulders when you feel like every time you get the ball you gotta score. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pretty much just gotta let the game come to you. And that's pretty much what I've been, just relaxing myself on. Like, when the ball find me, I don't have to be spectacular to make a big play. Like, just beat me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we not really greedy in our offense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we make a big play. Come on, let's just run the ball with Mark, or like run the ball with AJ, Damien. You feel me? It's just like, as long as we put points up on the board, that's the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, that's all we need.
when you arrived for fall camp, the team was pretty close to set. I mean, all these guys had been through spring or they were here in past years. How hard was that for you to come in, learn the offense, find your role, and just fight through? I mean, obviously, when you come in the transfer portal, you're looking to make a big splash. I mean, how hard is it for you?
It wasn't really too hard for me because Dawson, it's pretty much the same offense from Houston, and that's why I transferred. So it just evolved with a lot of more motions, a lot more people being versatile with the routes. There's more packages that we couldn't really get to at Houston. But the offense was pretty much second hand. I kind of came in, knew it first week, just adjustments, spikes, and then that's pretty much it.
You mentioned Damien and the running backs. I don't know how involved you were on some of those plays where Damien just kind of carried the pile for 10, 20 yards or whatever it was. One of his teammates on offense, just what's it like for you to see him just do that? How much does it inspire you guys to see him working with that?
It's impressive, you know what I'm saying? Just especially with our O-line play, our O-line preached run the ball, but we're pretty much in the air raid offense, but we kind of keep it balanced with with our running backs, keep everybody happy. So it's just we see it every day. We see it in the weight room. That's what we expect out of him.
How tough was that defense to deal with for a full game? That offense. I'm sorry.
It was practice. Pretty much what we seen in practice. Good game, hard fought, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just want to know. So,
What was going through your mind on that play where you scored the touchdown on the fumble?
Man, just like I said, preparation. Just trust my preparation. Went over that play a lot in practice and just playing fast, Seeing the ball popped out and jump on it.
How special was it to have that moment?
It was special. More so to have my brothers, have guys like him open up the gap for me, you know what I'm saying? And just being blessed to, jump on the ball.
Yeah, Simeon, from your perspective on the play, what worked out for you to be able to get the play done?
Well, the coach made a great play, great call, and we just executed at an elite level. And coach said we need to get this ball, and we just executed and got the ball.
You guys have done such a great job of winning these games that are probably more stressful than you'd love them to be, but do you feel like you're still kind of getting to a point where you're going to put it all together, and how close to that point would you say you are?
We just got to keep on watching film, go over and over, and I feel like we're going to be great soon.
We'll do a couple last quick ones if anyone's got them.
They were able to break off, this could be either of you guys, they were able to break off some explosive plays. What did you see on some of those?
Just communication. At the end of the day, practicing things. The teams are going to come out with things you haven't seen, so just getting back in the lab and just drilling things up. We'll be fine.
What you see from quarterback Tyler Shepard?
Good player, pretty much what we watch on film, just communicating a lot of his tendencies and being able to, trust our jobs and just, play by play.
And Simeon, obviously, I'm sure you guys would like to be winning all these games by 40, but these close games, how much does that help bring you guys together and kind of grow the team?
It shows what we really want and that we really want it more, and we ain't gonna give up till the clock hits 0-0. So I feel like that's a good thing to have. I mean, everything's gonna fix itself as we go on throughout the week, but I just think it just shows our resilience and love and passion for the game.
Awesome.